We've got our first unit test up and running, but there are a couple of minor adjustments or good practices that we can follow. First of all, take a look at the test method name. It doesn't really tell us what the test does. There are a couple of conventions in the unit testing world. One of them that I particularly like is should when. Let's try to apply it in practice. The method name will be should return true when diet recommended. Alright, that's much better. Second of all, unit tests should be as clear as possible, so that when someone else takes a look at your code, he or she immediately knows what it does. One of the ways to make unit test code clear and informative is to break it into 3 steps: given, when, and then. Note that this technique is sometimes also called arrange, act, assert. Given are the initial conditions, the input values. In this case, we'll have double weight equals 89.0 and double height equals 1.72. When is where we invoke the method under test and usually store its result in a variable. In our case, we want the result in the Boolean recommended variable and invoke the BMI calculator is diet recommended method. The weight and height are taken from the given part of the test now. In the then part, we provide the assertion. So in this case, assert true recommended. Alright, let's delete the old code and run the test. And you can see that the test still passes, but is much clearer to read now. Third of all, don't be scared to write many unit tests. Actually, it's a good practice to have high code coverage, which is the percentage of code and all of its if branches and other execution paths that are covered by automated tests. Since we have a test that asserts true, let's also write a unit test that asserts false. Copy-paste the test, change the method name to should return false when diet not recommended, and change the weight to 50 and the height to 1.92 meters. Such a person clearly does not need to lose weight, so we expect false. Let's change the assertion from assert true to assert false and run the test. Both tests passed, that's good news. So that's it. Follow these 3 simple rules and your test method will be much clearer to read.